Vurooq was billed as the world's tallest water slide. Riders fell 17 stories, then rushed over a second hill. It tested limits and relied on gravity. Something went horribly wrong on August 7th. 10-year-old Caleb Schwab was killed while riding Vurooq. Independent investigators want to know if his raft left the slide or if his safety strap failed.
And I was really surprised that it took this long before somebody got killed.
Stan Dempster is a professional engineer who worked for Disney. He claims he warned Schlitterbahn years ago about Vurooq and even sent a letter.
Has your engineer really checked this thing out? I would be happy for free to basically give you an analysis and basically show you what's wrong with the design.
Dempster says there was a phone call, but no one took him seriously. He watched the slide be reconstructed when tests showed problems.
Tipped over and killed every sandbag in there.
That video was taken by the Travel Channel and rebroadcasted on ABC News. Rafts changed too. Here's Media Day, where executives climb aboard a 4-person raft. On opening day, it was 3 people per raft. Vurooq became the first water slide to pull both positive and negative Gs using a raft on water.
I don't know how to say it, but it's just something you wouldn't build. I have identified at least 10 very serious defects in the design of this thing that pretty well establishes the fact I don't think any engineer could have designed this ride.
KCTV5 researched the engineering behind Vurooq. The company listed in public records is BSE Engineers located in Lenexa. That company immediately distanced itself from how Vurooq works. As for our role on the Vurooq project, it was to provide structural engineering services for the ride structures. We did not have a role in designing the ride itself. Schlitterbahn refused to answer if a licensed professional engineer helped design Vurooq. Their own websites give that credit to owner Jeff Henry and John Shuley, calling them water wizards and Lord of the Slides. The architect on Vurooq is Mark Stewart. KCTV5 was unable to reach him for comment. Experts across the nation with scientific backgrounds have stepped forward, pointing out what they call common sense problems. Take the metal poles and nets on the slide.
If you hit that netting or one of those poles that hold the netting up at 70 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, you could easily receive a fatal injury or a very serious injury. So it does nothing to make that ride safer. If anything, it may make it more dangerous.
Others question the use of hook and loop fasteners. The largest manufacturer of that product is Velcro, which immediately asked news organizations to not identify their brand in reports. We do not manufacture products for amusement park rides, and we don't sell products to amusement park operators for the purpose of harnessing guests on rides. A Velcro spokesperson further explained the only time you'll see Velcro products inside cars and planes is to keep carpet on the floor.
It's a good question.
Physics professor Paul Rulis wants to know why heaviest passengers were seated in the back and the smallest in the front. He says that could create danger on the second hill.
Right here, where the track starts to curve away from under you, that's the point where there's potential for you to leave the track.
Here's what we know about weight distribution in Caleb's raft. Passengers weighed in at 545 pounds. The heaviest passenger was 275 in the back. The middle passenger weighed 197. Caleb was 73 pounds in the front.
There's not a lot of weight at the front to help pull it down and keep it, close to the track. And so as it leaves the track, it's going to expose the undersurface of it to air. And because it's moving forward, it's going to feel as if there's wind resistance blowing on the underside of the raft then as it's moving forward.
KCTV5 looked into wind speeds and directions the day of the tragedy. On August 7th, the National Weather Service reports wind was blowing out of the east at 8 miles per hour, gusts reaching 20. The wind that day blew directly against the ride. That's not a typical wind direction for summer. Rulis says wind would exacerbate any raft that tilted.
And now this wind is going to act like a lever.
Other experts agree.
That would probably be 25% more uplift forces.
Police have not revealed if they believe Caleb's raft went airborne or if his safety strap failed. What is known is that other Vurooq passengers report both problems. The experts we spoke with feel safety could improve by following simple scientific and basic engineering principles. Load the heaviest passengers in the front and then create a fail-safe mechanism like this rub rail. That would prevent a raft from leaving the slide.